What's up, everybody?
Hello.
We're doing a new thing.
Yep.
Like, very new thing.
Very.
But basically what we're going to do is just talk to you. We are trying this, seeing if it works. We're basically just going to talk to you about leaks most of the time when we do this. What's happening new in Vanguard, some, how certain decks are playing, what releases are coming, stuff like that. But to start us off, we got a big announcement, don't we?
Yes.
We just reached, I say just, I think it was like 3 days ago. This is, as of this recording, it is October 6th, day of Atlanta, and we'll get to that later. But about 3 days ago, our channel reached 100 subscribers. This one's not as excited as that. There you go.
Benchmark.
Benchmark. Like, it legitimately is a benchmark. When we first started this channel, we just started for fun. It was mostly for us hanging around, filming, having fun, playing card games. We never expected it to, be a big ass channel.
Yeah.
But he's still hitting 100 subscribers. At least to me, it's 100 people. Granted, probably do not watch our videos on a regular basis, but still 100 people took their time, hit the subscribe button, and watched some of our videos. And that just makes me happy.
Yep.
What about you?
Oh yeah. And hopefully it continues to grow.
Yep. Like I said, we're literally just doing this for fun. There has been criticism, there has been praise. It might sound bad, but we do not care. We are literally just doing this because we love it.
Yep.
And there will be always misplays and bad decisions in games, and some deck profiles might not be optimal. But this is a
bad decisions.
Yes, very bad decisions. But the most important thing for us is that we're having fun.
Yep.
And you guys, hopefully some of you guys are enjoying it. Watching this idiot and our other group of idiots.
Yep.
Hi guys.
Hi.
But, okay. We got that out of the way. Well, I said out of the way. I can't wait for 200 and 300 maybe. And we'll see where it goes. But now that we got that out of the way, I just want to reflect a little bit. Like, it's literally been almost a year since we started this channel. Like, do you remember when we started?
I don't remember the exact date, but I remember it was sometime in October or November of last year.
Yeah, you just made your channel name.
Started in his dorm room.
Oh yeah, the old dorm room with the oh my god, the air conditioning and the people closing doors, and we always had to scramble with the mic because the mic was really sensitive, so turn off the AC. And the biggest problem was camera overheating and us overheating.
Yeah, it's sad that we've gotten to the point to where my phone can now do all this for me.
Huh?
Rip.
That's an iPhone, by the way. Hi.
Hi.
There is a lighting system behind it, and we've come far. We've had some experience. We're not high-level YouTubers. We don't know what we're doing just quite yet, but for now, I think it's more than enough. Hopefully, in the future, we get better. But the biggest problem we've always had is time.
Oh yeah, and even more so now. A lot of the people in our group work's been real busy, and a lot of big life changes has affected everything.
Yeah.
So
I'm still in college, so basketball and college work is still my main priority, so I can't take a lot of time for the channel, but I try to find as much as I can. Same for you. You're still in school, starting up a new job.
Yep.
Your time is going to be limited. For the others, Hector is always working, so you might not see him a lot, but we'll mention him. We'll mention the Mexican.
yeah, we might have him on a few videos here and there.
Yeah, we'll force him into it, don't worry.
No pun intended.
Shane, I know, is always happy to help when he has the time. Lon as well. I think we're gonna see Lon a lot just because of his golden hands. Because we need him on those pulls. We need him on those case openings and on those box openings.
Yeah, and I think a lot of the reasons why we haven't had a lot of videos recently is because the format change has really affected a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Some people don't have their favorite clans and they've been waiting and trying
Oh,
to
yeah.
adapt. And hopefully by the end of this year, when every clan gets supported, everybody will have a deck and we'll start seeing everybody in videos more again.
Yep, and it's the same with Jeff, the manager. Hopefully, when Pale Moon hits, he might build it, but I'm almost for sure because of Angel Feather, he's gonna get back into standard and might even show up and do some appearances and videos and such.
Oh, yeah.
But for right now, it's just me and Alex having some fun, doing some stupid stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy our faces because you're gonna see quite a bit of it.
Oh yeah. Okay, so with that out of the way, let's start with leaks. Now, we're not going to go through all the leaks that we missed. We're just going to mention some few key ones, what we're looking at, what we're expecting, and what got recently leaked. So let's start off with Blaster, or should I say Escapade.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll leave that guy to you.
Yeah, definitely what a lot of the rumors expected with it's going to be. It's a grade 4 with 14k power, twin drive. It has the skill.
I got it.
Oh, you got it?
Yep. Auto. Vanguard, when placed, cost Counterblast 1. Choose one card from your soul, put all other cards from your soul into the drop zone. And then when this unit attacks during this turn, this unit battles all of your opponent's units in one attack. So basically just pick one card, leave it in soul, everything else goes away. And then it attacks everything.
And that's kind of a remnant of the old Escapade, if you guys remember that from the original. It kind of attacked all the rear guards at once, so it kind of a homage to that.
But for Cell Clans, that is very, very, very deadly.
Oh yeah.
Because you want your rear guards, and if that thing hits and kills them all...
And depending on if you somehow survives that, that's going to be pretty detrimental to their hand the next turn.
I mean, Escapade attack, they can probably survive. It's the second attack that's probably going to be more,
We're going to have ourselves.
Yeah, I mean, it's his skill. His literally second skill is... Excuse me. At the end of the battle that this attacked, put 2 cards from your hand into your soul, retire this unit, and ride a Blaster Blade from your soul as stand. If you could not ride, you lose. So it is a risky move if you don't have Blaster. So only the bravest people might do it. But more than not, if you're doing Escapade, you have a Blaster either already in soul or in your hand and ready to go.
I hope there's some brave alt-mile player that got that joke.
This guy's gonna probably do it. He's gonna probably ride once Escapade and just say YOLO.
It'll probably happen sometime.
But still, just imagine it. After Escapade attack, you probably put a force marker either on him, on the rear guard, whatever. But rewriting Blaster Blade, if you play it for Escapade and Blaster and you leave the force markers on Vanguard, that Blaster Blade is coming with, I don't know, 10, maybe 20,000 extra power. Probably boosted, maybe not boosted, but still, a full field. Secondary Vanguard attack for about 30 plus double critical is coming at you.
Yeah.
Now, yes, it's one drive check. Yes, it's just another attack, but still, some games that can be very, very dangerous.
Yeah,
especially after all your rear guards were attacked.
And it's a form of a finisher that Royals needed on top of Soul Saber was a good finisher. But you need a little something more. And I think that'll do until we get the next set of Royal support.
And with Escapade came 2 more cards in the same set. They're triple rares that kind of help with it. Okay, one actually helps. The other one is weird, and we'll mention
the other one just a gamble.
Yeah, basically Sage of Salvation Venom. He's a grade 2 triple rare that comes in the same set with Escapade, and his skill is Rearguard. When placed, cost real and Escapade the Blaster from your hand and return it to your deck. Search your deck for up to 1 alpha early, reveal it, put it into your hand, and then shuffle your deck. So it's basically if you have him early. If you have them before you get to grade 3 in hand, and you have this grade 2, you can place this, get a grade 3, and not worry about missing your ride, because Escapade is a grade 4. We forgot to mention, but you see the picture right here, so whatever. So yeah, this is kind of a fixer for early game. For late game, it's just there.
And Xeon literally just says when you place it from onto rear guard, you get to look at the top card of your deck, and if it's the same grade as your Vanguard, you may write it. Otherwise, when you drop zone. It's literally the same effect as Xeon from the first time around, but with 8k. Why? Why is this a triple rare?
See, this man, we were playtesting this. We were just playtesting Xeon, not Escapade, not this grade 2, just Xeon when it got revealed. This man used Xeon in one turn 3 times. He had 3 Xeons, he placed all of them.
Not one. Triggered. It's a gamble. I can see why possibly about you triple rare, because future support you might, if you get some superior calls, you can get extra attacks in with it with Vanguard. But as of right now, it's just why?
Yeah.
Why?
So that's the royal part of the Sequalia set. Now we're gonna talk about the Kagura part. everybody probably knows it, but we're still gonna mention this because I have Kagero. I will build the Novell build. I'm not that particularly excited, but I'm gonna have fun. But Novell, his skill is not as consistent as Escopade, I'd say.
I think Kagero got the more consistent support overall with all three, but Royal's got the better overall good quality card.
Because right now Kagero plays with Waterfall. You want to get on Waterfall and just crit and, you know, say you can guard to your opponent and whatever. With Novell, his skill is on place. No, it's not on place. It's literally just an act skill. And it's an act skill that says, sorry, trying to remember, I don't have it pulled up. But basically, it gains plus 20,000 power. If you or your opponent are at 5 damage, it retires all your opponent's units, loses a drive check, and your opponent's trigger effects do not activate. And that's it.
I mean...
Oh yeah, right. The cost is Soul Blasting a grade 3 or greater.
Yeah. So it's pretty much the same thing as Waterfall for cost-wise. And you lose a drive check. Why?
And it's not a guard stick. The old Novell was a guard stick, right?
I can't remember.
Don't take our word on that. So
we'll probably have the old one's effects somewhere right here.
It wasn't, whatever. But it is a nice card. Like if you do ride it, it is a 15k base. For Excel clans, any Excel player will tell you that is a nightmare. But other than that, yes, the 20,000 is nice. Yes, the no triggers activating is also nice because I once playtesting did this to this man. He didn't get any defensive triggers off. Almost killed him with it. I did kill him, but it was fun. But it is a risky move because you do want your Waterfall more than Novell, I think.
It depends on the situation.
I need to look into it more before I can say anything more, solid. But the other stuff that came with Novell was the Grade 2 and Grade 1 that work with it. The Grade 2, though, it's similar as Rolls, but not exactly. Basically, the Grade 2 is only on rearguard. When its attack hits a vanguard, you can take a Novell, put it back to your deck, and search out an Overlord.
No, you got it wrong. So, the Grade 1 skill is on place.
Yes, sorry.
The Grade 2 is on hit, you can search Novell.
Yeah, the Grade 2, is on hit, search Novell out of your deck. The Grade 1 is on place, put a Novell to your deck, search out an Overlord. So it's a fixer.
Which, in my opinion, they got the better support to go with, their boss monster, while Royal's got the better overall boss monster.
Yeah.
So that was pretty much the side booster. So, as of this, I think that all the boss monsters for the ultra rare booster has leaked. So we'll go ahead and cover those.
He's got Ezel because he's very excited of what Ezel can do now.
Yeah, spoiler alert to anyone in our group that doesn't already know this, but I will probably be making Ezel for premium, just from how much I love this. So we'll start off with Ezel, which in my opinion is probably the best card of this set. It is a Excel, of course. Great. 1 second. So Ezel, it is a grade 3, 12k. Excel. And if any of you remember the old school Crimson Lion Cub skill, you will really love this skill. It is Act Hand. If you have a Knight of Superior Skills, Barnabas?
The Grade 2.
Yeah, the Grade 2. And a Knight of Elegant Skills, Garth.
The Grade 1.
On your Vanguard or Rearguard, cost Soul Blast 1 Crimson Lion Cub Criff.
The starter.
Ride this card as stand. If your opponent has a Vanguard that is grade 2 or less, this unit gets -1 drive until the end of turn. So, you activate the skill while your opponent's at grade 1 and you're already at grade 3 with an Excel marker.
See, there are two sides to this, and I can preach about this the entire day. I've actually written an essay for my group to read it about this.
Yeah, no lie, it's pretty much an essay.
Yeah, but I'll just summarize it. There are a few things that can happen. If this happens the optimal way, and you do this while your opponent is still at grade 1, yes, you have the advantage of multi-attack, because it makes an Excel circle, So you have at least 4 attacks with Ezel's secondary skill.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We'll get the secondary skill is auto vanguard. When it attacks, you may call a card from your hand to rear guard.
So if everything plays out, you have essentially 5 attacks. The only problem here is, if you're doing this on their grade 1, they are at 0 damage when you start. Your hand is literally gone if you decide to do a full frontal attack with 5 attacks. Maybe 1 or 2 cards in your hand will stay, but all others will be on the field attacking. And them being at 0 damage, they may be at 8k, but one trigger can put a lot of cards out of distance. Mm-hmm. If you play it right, you should be still fine. Mm-hmm. But being at 0 damage, it's not uncommon for them to hit 2 triggers, which will completely ruin your play and you not being able to hit anything. Granted, you're still a grade 3 and you have the advantage, but not, utilizing all your attackers that you're playing can hurt.
And in case you guys are wondering, the grade 2 skill basically says when it is placed on vanguard or rear guard from your hand, you may pay the cost. You do discard a card from your hand, search your deck for the grade 1 for the combo, then call it to rear guard and shuffle your deck. And when this card is placed to the card's ability, it gets power +3. And the grade 1 skill is when it's placed on rear guard by a card's ability, you can counterblast 1 and it gets +10, so it becomes 18k skill. Reason I do say this is a great card for premium is because, of course, you can rush your opponent while you're grade 1. They're grade 1. Well, thanks to the new rolling updates, if you're already at grade 3 when it comes back to your turn, you can stride. So when your opponent's at grade 2, you can stride still, and it's just gonna be a nightmare for your opponent if you go first.
So the one thing I loved that they did was is they did give him a few weaknesses. Yes, that skill is good for early attacks and all that. He has He has more weaknesses, but 2 main weaknesses that I see. One is the fact that you have to Soul Blast the starter. That pretty much prevents you from ever doing his skill again in the game, unless they introduce some common or rare that we haven't seen yet. That for some reason can choose a card and put it into your soul. I don't see people running more than 1 starter and not doing his skill more than once. It's almost impossible. His other weakness is, unlike most Excel clans, excluding a little bit Novas, he by himself does not gain power. He is a 12k attacker without boost, so any triggers that happen or any other power gains or stuff like that can easily just say trigger the pass or no pass or whatever it is. So he's not that big of a threat. What he does is a threat. He himself is not a threat after the fact.
Well, he is and he's not. And the reason I say that is because, yes, he is a threat at the time. But at the same time, your payoff kind of helps you in a bit because he is a 12k body compared to the 9 and 10ks that your opponent's going to have on their grade 2.
That's correct, but...
So it's going to force your opponent to have to extend more in order to even hit your vanguard.
But true, but thinking of his skill, the other skill, the on call after when he attacks, if you did call out a full frontal field, like front row, are you really going to use his skill to call something else out to waste potential attack? You're most likely going to attack with a rear guard first, right?
Yeah.
And this is just happen chance. It might happen, might not happen, but still, that rear guard attack, it might go through, but the opponent might hit a trigger, putting Ezel already out of distance.
Yeah. And it's just like the risk reward. In any Excel clan, you're gonna, depending on how much you want to risk it, you can get,
That's why I see Ezel running at least 6 front, and in some cases 8. Depends, because if I were building Ezel, from my experience with Excel clans, I would go 6 front, 6 draw. Because that's another thing that Excel clans, except Tachis, my Tachis, have a problem with is maintaining hand. They go ham, but no hand.
Yeah. So that's pretty much sums up Ezel. Next, we're going to go to Neonectar.
Neonectar, correct.
Neonectar is White Lily Musketeers, 13k force, grade 3. Its ability is Act Vanguard, 1 turn. Cost, Counterblast 1 and retire 1 rear guard. Look at 5 cards from the top of your deck and call up to 2 cards from among them to rear guard, and shuffle your deck. If you have a grade 3 card in your soul, call up to 3 cards instead of 2, and 3 of your front row units get power plus 10 until the end of turn. Now, normally this is kind of a meh card. It's great for, I guess, a tempo to get you going. Do note that you can retire the tokens that Neonectars create.
You gotta mention that first, though. The Neonectar got their own mechanic of tokens.
Oh, yes.
Like, we got tokens in Vanguard. We got tokens in Vanguard. We're one step closer to Yu-Gi-Oh! Magic.
Yep. But yes, so that token that you can create in Neonectar can be retired for the cost of this, and essentially say, okay, I'm going to call a rearguard, it creates a token, or use my old Vanguard skill, create a token, and use that token to basically fill up your board. And you essentially don't even use your hand, and it gives you another guard while having a bunch of power.
See, that's why Cecilia, in my opinion, is good in the sense of resource management.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking top 5, you're calling units, you're not wasting your hand. You're not wasting your resources from hand. Most of the stuff we've seen for Neonectar, the support that came out, is stuff that makes plant tokens, that makes spec tokens, and other rearguards bigger, power. It's a force plant, so even more power. You're not going to have trouble hitting numbers and hitting your opponent. So literally looking at top 5 and calling almost pretty much anything while keeping your hand for guarding is pretty nice. I do see, however, the problem now that I mention it. Now, this is me saying without looking at all the cards that were leaked and without looking into the future of what cards will be leaked or what may be. But one problem that I'm starting to realize with Neonectar, which I realized not too long ago with Spike Brothers, is there is no finisher/threat. They get big numbers, but they only have 3 attacks. Spike Brothers, the Sifri skill, if he hits, yes, you have an extra attack, but that's still just big number attacks. Mm-hmm. And us playing Protect clans can just say, okay, I'll take that one hit, I'll perfect guard the other 2 because I can.
Yep.
And right now, and this is again saying without remembering or looking at other support that has or may come, Neonectar are following the same path of I'm getting big numbers and making tokens and keeping my hand to guard, but am I a threat?
Yeah. And I mean, it's great having the tempo with that, but again, like you say, you need a threat to go with that tempo or a finisher. Maybe it'll get revealed sometime soon. We still have some leaks that haven't been revealed, but at the moment, there's no way for Neonectar to just kind of push for that final turn.
I mean, still, against an Excel clan that has no hand, 3 attacks that are over 40 or 50, that'll kill you.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that's a bad mechanic. It's just you're going to have your good matchups and you're going to have your bad matchups.
And that's pretty much it for Neonectar's reveal. So let's go on to
Angel Feather.
Oh boy.
I can already hear Jeff screaming, and one of my friends called Marco back in Slovenia also screaming. This is an homage to both of them.
Can I just say how stupid this clan's going to be in premium? Like, get your Gizes and Angels now because, boy.
Yeah, Gize has transitioned from no seal to OTT right now in premium, and I can see it easily transitioning back to Angels once this stuff hits. So let's go first through the
skill,
the VR, the beauty VR.
Yes, Solidify, Celestial, Sacriel.
Butchering names.
VR. It's a protect, 12k, grade 3. And it has 2 abilities. Continuous, Vanguard or Rearguard. During your turn, if a new card was put into your damage zone this turn, all of your front row units get power plus 3. It's okay.
I mean, if you have it on Rearguard and on Vanguard, that's 6k to the front row, which is honestly not bad. You just need to know how to use it.
Exactly. But it really shines with the second skill. Act. Damage zone. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, and this card is face up, cost. Put the top card of your deck into your damage zone face down and write this card.
Yeah, this is a damage zone skill.
So,
let me just show you a picture real quick. Assuming Angels get in the future something that lets them choose a card from hand and put it into the damage zone, which we'll note this later, another effect that can come with that. But let's assume they get some sort of card that does that, or any other card that says drop zone or whatever. They can specifically choose cards to go to damage zone. Let's just say that and assume. assume they get to grade 3, and they have 2 of this in the damage zone. Alright, I'm gonna ride this grade 3 from my hand. Protect. Oh look, I'm gonna do this skill. I'm gonna ride this grade 3. Protect. Oh look, I'm gonna do it one more time just in case. Ride this grade 3. Protect. I just got 3 protect markers.
And on top of that, what he didn't also mention is that the ruling for protect markers is if they are moved from any other zone.
I was gonna mention that later. Like first, I'm talking about this card, but yes, what he's trying to say and what I was hinting at is let's assume the Angels get a card that says, "Hey, take that card in damage zone, put it to your hand. Take that card from hand, put it in your damage zone," or any other skill that involves putting a card from your hand into the damage zone. It hasn't been done yet. Bushy hasn't come with a ruling. I think some people have asked and they responded. I'm not completely sure. But as of right now, it is completely legit. If for some reason you put a protect marker from your hand into your damage zone, the protect marker cannot exist in there and does disappear. Meaning it's a pseudo heal.
So look at this situation. You use this card, and you ride it, and you gain a protect marker. All right. So now you have this protect marker. Now we're going to use a card to give a rescue check. Cool. I'm going to, or not even a rescue check, like the old no steal cards.
Swapping.
Yeah. Cool. I'm going to go grab this card out of my, like, say, a perfect guard, and then swap this and literally heal.
Yep.
And
free heals.
And that's not the only card that can do it.
Nope. We have another grade 3 that was leaked for Angel Feather not too long ago.
Crimson Impact Metatron.
Okay, he's got it.
Yeah, I got it. Grade 3 also protect marker. Auto Vanguard, when rode from a grade 3. Cost, counterblast 2, call a card from your damage zone to rear guard, and this unit gets power plus 15. You don't have, that's it. You literally just straight up heal.
It's just a heal. They just didn't put the word heal in it.
Yeah. And then Act Vanguard, 1 turn, cost, put a card from your damage zone to the bottom of your deck and deal your 1 damage to this.
You know what that is?
And that's also a rescue check.
No. Okay, technically it is a rescue check, but what I was going to hint at, you know what that is? Mm-hmm. That is a better rescue check. That is literally rescue improved.
Yeah, because it does not go to your drop zone, so you don't thin out your deck. And you can also put triggers back to the bottom of your deck from your damage, so...
Oh dear lordy Lou. Ah.
And I'll put... this in combination with the other card is just stupid, because say you damage the other grade 3. Okay, cool. I have a grade 3 here. Cool. I'm just going to go ahead and ride this one and get another protect marker.
So Angel Feathers, as of now, for standard, look very powerful in the sense of they can control the damage zone, they can heal, they can gain power, and it's still a protect hand. So you know they're going to have some sort of gaining of power on a stupid level, and then protect, Sentinels and all that. But for premium, just these 2 cards, what they showcase for premium, especially the support grade 3. The main grade 3 for premium is nice, but the support grade 3 I think is going to be the one that's going to be mostly ran in premium, just because of Gize.
Oh yeah.
Like healing, dealing your damage, stuff like that. It is going to be very hard to stop that thing. It's going to be very hard to stop that.
And with that, we're going to take a short break, come back, and talk about regionals.
Intermission!
Ta-da! Alright, and...
We're back.
We're back.
Sorry about that. His phone died, so we had to swap my phone. We both have X's, so yes.
Yes.
But okay, so what I was saying was Angel Feather Premium Gize, it's going to be very, very annoying. And we're going to just leave it there.
Yep. So, on to regionals.
So, okay, like I said, as a recording of this video, it is October 6th. Atlanta has officially started. Block A, Block B, there was about 540 participants. A lot of people showed up for standard. And before we start talking about that, there was a new leak at the event. Battlefield Storm Sagamore. I hope I did not butcher that. Oh, wait a minute. This might have been leaked in Germany. Whatever. There was a leak. There was a gold paladin card that was leaked in English. Yep. The whole big card that did evidence. You get the point. I'm just gonna put a picture here and you'll understand. Basically, his effect is when placed from hand, cost Soul Blast 1, draw a card, and call a card from your hand to rear guard. So who does that remind you of? Alan.
All gold cards.
Boy,
Yeah.
we talked to Alan. Royal Paladin, the grade 1 Alan. But this skill is kind of, the order is changed, and it's a Soul Blast.
And
There are a few things about this that make it good.
First of all, you draw first, then call. Which means that you can literally just have this card in your hand, call it, have no hand, and still call an extra card.
Yep. And combine this with Ezel. Combine this with Ezel. If you, let's say, attack with your rear first, attack with Ezel, and kept this guy in hand, call him, Soul Blast, draw, and call another thing. So you have 2 extra attacks after a Vanguard attack. And if we mentioned that grade 1, if your opponent's at grade 1 and you're already at Ezel combo, let's say you attack 4 rear guards and then they hit a trigger to defend and just, deplete their hand. Ezel attacks, look at this, I have 2 more to attack. One of them is just normal 12k, the other one is just on an Excel circle, so whatever I call, it's gonna hit. But those are, perfect circumstances and so on.
And just look at it this way. So everything at this point calls everything. So say you have 1 card in hand and it's this card. So you call this, you draw a card. Some magical reason, it's Player of the Holy Bow. You call it, use this skill, Counterblast. Oh look, it's the grade 2 for the combo. Oh look, it just calls this and this. And it just combos out and you just get a whole field out of nothing.
See, another good thing about this card is it's a Vanguard rearguard skill. It's not good to have it on Vanguard too long, but if you have to ride it, it's not that bad. You still draw a card and call a card, so you can get something out of it. And because it does have the Excel marker symbol, you still get an Excel circle. Thus, whatever you draw, if you really have to, you can call it to that Excel circle. So that's the leak. So let's talk now about Atlanta. So, like I said, there were about 540 participants, and they had to make a block A and a block B. We had some friends, John and Madison, Steve, Yana, a lot of people that we know. Hi guys, go down there and have a lot of fun. We've actually saw their progress, congratulated them. Steve made a great result with D-Police.
Oh yeah.
We're very proud of him. Madison, sorry for her. John also had a lot of fun. And what they've told us is apparently out of the top 16, because Block A and Block B were combined, there were 10 OTTs, 4 Kaguro, and 2 D-Police, with D-Police actually winning the whole thing.
Which is crazy.
Yes, crazy and not crazy. I mean, but honestly, my opinion about Vanguard right now in Standard is put any deck into a person's hand. If they're a capable player, they can pilot the deck properly. Any deck can probably win against any other. It's just about consistency. And that's one of the reasons you see 10 OTT.
But that's not the reason I'm saying it's crazy. What I'm saying is crazy is we have the 2 of the Force clans that love to throw Force markers on the Vanguard. Just slap them on it.
Hey, YOLO.
All they do is slap it on there, and their one counter to it is a deck that generates perfect guards to perfect guard it. Yet they still came up on top.
I mean, okay, in Deadpool's case, I don't know about them. No, I just know if you let them go to second round with a grade 3, they are attacking with the grade 3 twice. They're getting a lot of attacks and just with the Vanguard. And there is a combo with a rear guard grade 3 that can stand that I've seen potential. I do not know if it's used. I don't know if it's good. I have no idea what the people that topped how they build the deck or what they played. I might honestly contact Steve and ask him. I am very curious now. But for Kaguro being a Force Marker clan, just putting everything on the Vanguard, it kind of makes sense it'd be able to beat OTT just because of the fact of Waterfall.
Oh yeah.
Waterfall saying no Sentinels, having a lot of power on Vanguard, boosted. If you boost it with the specific grade 1 that adds in another crit, you can probably kill somebody if they don't have enough hand when they have 3 damage. Like it can get there.
And I want to talk about an issue here, more personally for me in the game than anything. Bushy Road. We're in like almost on their 4th set since the reset happened, and we still have how many OTT players?
We had 10 in the top. I don't want to know the percentage of what we had.
That's
in the
top 16.
10 OTTs.
And 10 of them are OTT.
I understand it's meta. I understand it's consistent. I understand the crit sacks. But still.
Like, I thought this reset was supposed to make this game more diverse.
Okay, and this is not to hit on any OTT players. If you love the deck and you like playing it, go right ahead. We're just commenting on what people tend to bring because of meta.
Yeah, there's some people out there that literally just play it just to win, and I'm like...
Madison is a great example. She doesn't play OTT because it's meta. She is literally just waiting for Neo Nectar, and OTT was the best substitute.
Yeah. And hopefully, like, by the time this time next year, everything will be supported, and we'll get hopefully better diversity then. But, man, like, really, like, it's like Gear Chronicle back in the day.
I mean, okay, another thing that grinds you is... One, OTT is being consistent and topping and being used a lot by almost every player. The thing that probably grinds you is they're going to get support very soon again.
Exactly. They're getting a child deck, they're getting another boost tier support, and some clans like Aquaforce and Spike Brothers, who's like, come on, man. Like, they didn't even, they're decent, yeah, but they're just going to be so outclassed by the time they get support again, just because OTT is just going to be a juggernaut running through this standard. Like, that's bad when, premiums is like outlaw wild west of, like, I kill you in one turn, you can't do nothing about it, but yet it has more diversity than standard.
Oh yeah. Like, premium gets stupid and combo-wise, and some of the restricts like Ichitam and the whole... Antlion Zoa combo, and Giza, of course. Giza's all everywhere now. But in standard, standard still, in my opinion, is yes, any deck can possibly beat any deck. You just need the right players and triggers going your way and mechanics and knowing how to play a deck and knowing what your opponent's doing. Like, it's possible. It is a balanced game, but OTT out of all of them is more consistent and has a better... It's more consistent. That is the only thing. It is more consistent in what it does and what it can do.
Consistent and stacking. That's all you need.
That elk. That damn elk.
That's all you need. But yeah, that was pretty much the regional results.
Yeah. I mean, what have we understood and got from our friends and reports and what we read, like, thanks to the guys at GOG and all of them, like, you guys are amazing.
Yeah, we didn't get to go this year, sadly, and money and time and everything like that going around is the reason why. Hopefully we get to go to Spring Fest.
I want to go. I really want to go.
Yeah.
Because by that time, definitely there's not going to be support, but I want to prove Tachis can do it. I want to prove I can do
and if
Tachi.
And if I think right, Springfest is in March?
Usually it's in March. Sometimes it starts in February. It changes from time to time. Like,
but if it is March, this man's going to be happy because that means you'll have Link Joker support.
I mean, yes and no. I don't know. I have a bad feeling about this now that I mentioned it. I have a bad feeling that Link Joker is going to fall exactly on the same day as the tournament in March.
I mean, is that going to stop you?
No. But if it goes to fucking California again, I will be pissed.
Or if you forget your deck at home.
Oh my god, I still can't believe I did that. Live and learn, fellas, live and learn.
But hey, at least I'll have my second round of Dark Regulars.
Which, now thank you for segueing into the next part, is future. What is in the future? Like, first, let's talk about sets. The next set that we're going to get in English, and that me, Alex, and our friends John and Madison have gotten into a case split, and we're going to do a case opening for you guys, is...
Strongest Team AL4.
That. So, I got in for Murakumo. I did want to build the Dark Regulars at one point, but now I've honestly decided against it. I'm not that excited for them anymore. So mine are Murakumo because I am an Excel player, I've noticed. I love all my Excel clans, and Murakumo is just another Excel that looks fun for me. This man got into Dark Irregular, and he's loving it every second of it.
I don't know why, but this playstyle that they have now, it's a bundle full of fun.
Give me back my Shaharla, and then I go back to Dark Irregulars. And then And then, of course, Madison got into Pale Moon, and John is getting Shadow Paladins. And yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. And, hopefully, by some magical reason that we pulled that 999 print copy hot stamp of Fancy Blaster.
We do not talk about that. You will jinx us, you will kill us, and I will kill you. So shut it. There we go. But that's for the English. Right now in Japan, we're still getting leaks of the Ultra Rare set. Now that we got all of our VRs, it shouldn't be long until the set completely the set completely drops. Mm-hmm. And then what's next after that?
Actually, the Lost Awakening Truth, the one with Gear Chronicle, Genesis, and Great Nature.
Yeah. Oh no, wait. It's not the Awakening. It's the Answer of Truth.
Oh, Answer.
And it's Great Nature, Gear Chronicle, and yeah, like you said, Genesis.
And we already got a couple cards leaked from that set already.
I mean, we already know the grade 3 for Gear Chronicle, and it's literally a Suit or Strike. You take a grade 4 out of your deck, ride it, and in the turn, you put that grade 4 back into the deck?
It gets retired, I think.
Either way, it goes away and you rewrite a grade 3 from your soul. So what does that mean? Just from that effect alone, and it's a Force clan, mind you, it's Ride, Force, Skill, get the grade 4, assuming the grade 4 that you're pulling out of the deck is also has a Force marker, Force, end the turn, rewrite, Force. My first ride on grade 3, I already got 3 Force markers somewhere. Ouch. Now this is again assuming that the grade 4 has the Force marker, but seeing Novell and Escapade, it is not far-fetched.
Also, a neat little tidbit about this set. It's going to be the first set that does not have a Protect clan in it.
Yeah. Great Nature is also... No, wait. What are you talking about? I thought Great Nature was Excel.
Or Protect, sorry. No, Protect clan.
Wait. Now I'm confused.
There is no Protect clan inside.
Oh yeah, that's right, because Genesis is technically still Excel.
The Genesis is Force, I think.
I thought Genesis was Excel. Hold up. Technical difficulties. Time out.
Alright.
We're back!
Back. Yes. Genesis is Force, Gear Chronicle is Force, and Great Nature is Excel. So there is no Protect.
Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah, there is no Protect.
Yep.
I'm okay with this. We don't need that many Protects. We see what Protects can do.
Just think the New Battalion is going to be the last Protect clan.
I'm surprised they didn't make Link Joker Protect. Like, Link Joker is Force, which means the leaders.
You really want to bring that cancer upon this world of Link Joker with the Protect? No. No. Tell this man no.
Hi.
He wants to break this game already.
Hey, I've fallen in love with Link's Jokers when I started, and I still love them. I'm waiting for their return. I don't care if it's the leaders. I don't care if it's something else. I want my Links. But until then, I'll be happy with Gear Chronicle, because I am building it.
But yeah, that's our format for this, pretty much.
And after Gear Chronicle, what we got? Oh yeah, the trial decks of OTT and Murakami.
And then also, following the same time, around that time, the new set
Miyagi Academy Cardfight Clubs, featuring Royal Paladins, Oracle Think Tank, Gold Paladins, Murakami, and Nubatama.
So yeah, 2 Paladin clans for me. Oh god, 3 clans in that set for me. Real.
Unless I decide to build Murakami, which I might, I don't need this thing. I don't need this thing one bit.
Nope. And then
forgot to mention the Gear Chronicle, Great Nature, and Oracle Think Tank one is set to drop in November, yes, in Japan, but we will only get it in January here in English. And then the same for this set. it will drop in February for English. Like, we're gonna get it way later. And then, of course, by that logic, we can think that Link Joker will drop in March, and then we come back to the whole Atlanta March Link Joker. Yay!
Yep. So yeah, that's pretty much the future for the game at the moment.
We do have one more thing that I want to mention, just real quick, and that is Card 5 Vanguard 0.
We did not talk about Card 5 Vanguard 0.
Hey, don't you want to play Card 5 on your mobile?
Yeah, if it wasn't butchered.
Yeah. See, the idea is good, Bushy. And maybe even his opinion. Why are you starting at the beginning of the game? Now, I'm not talking be serious. I'm talking the very beginning of the game.
You scrap the good one to make a mobile version. And then you completely take out every bit of support up until like the vintage era. And then on top of that, you take away the whole thing about grade 0s, the main triggers, and put them on your grade 3s and say you can run up to, you limit your grade 3s to 13. So, why? Why did you do that?
That's enough, good sir. But yeah, I'm still gonna try it, but I'm not having my expectations high.
I'm not. Bushyrid, stop making bad decisions. What was it? Luck and Logic fell, Dragonborn fell. Now you're gonna have this game, digital version of this game fail. You already had one digital version of this game fail. Just stop. Just
stick with Car Fight, Y Schwartz, and Buddy Fight. Those are working.
Yeah.
Pretty
He said pretty much. Yeah. Because like, boy, you think past those and you just go straight downhill. You're losing money.
Oh my God! Do you remember Ascendance to Ethos? I think it was called.
Yeah, I remember. I don't think anybody else does.
I mean, that we tried it and that was fun. And the only thing that any of us can remember of that is Rock Wreck. Anybody who knows that what we're talking about, yes.
Nathaniel, if you're somehow watching this video, Rock Wreck.
Rock Wreck. I think that should cover most of it. We've covered all the nice leaks of the VRs that are coming ultra rare. We've talked about Atlanta. We talked about us. Again, everybody, thank you for 100 subscribers. Saying that and thinking about that is literally wow. Just 100 people. You can't fit in his apartment.
That's a fourth of that regionals. That is literally a fourth of that regional. Well, no, not
fifth.
Really.
About a fifth.
About a fifth.
Math, boy, math.
I said about.
You said about a fourth. It's actually about a fifth. That is a big difference. Math.
Regardless, that's a big number.
Yeah. So that's it been for us. Mm-hmm. Again, thank you to everybody that we know that went to GSG and had fun and gave us all the information we needed. Special thanks to Steve, John Madison, Sharon Coleman. I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. Everybody there, you guys are amazing.
Good luck to day 2 if they have a day 2. Then you guys.
Oh yeah, dude. I think Steve is going to day 2. I'm not completely sure, but I think so.
Yeah, but good luck on day 2.
Yeah, this video will probably come out after day 2, still, but nonetheless, good luck or congratulations. Well, however you want to phase that in the time-space continuum. But yeah, shout out to the other guys in our group. We might watch this. Hopefully, you guys can come in and do some videos with us.
Jump in on these videos with us, yeah. Like, come back. We
miss you. But yeah, we'll keep doing our thing. Try to find time to make these videos, gameplays for you. We do have some more coming out, and hopefully we can do this weekly and just talk with you guys and have spoilers and yada yada yada.
Yeah, and write down in the comments below what you think about this format. If you guys like us talking about spoilers and stuff.
Very much.
And
so,
if you like it, we'll do some more.
Yeah, I think that wraps it up. So I've been Philip.
It's Alex.
And we'll see you in the next one. Woo!
Bye.
Okay, now go press the stop button.
Bugs.
I said go press the stop button, boy!
Bugs and A-Bugs.